let's talk about Rugby 18 and just give you guys a quick general overview because Amazon, right, check this out before we actually get into the video. Amazon.co.uk, if you search Rugby 18 on their website, guess what the review is? Well, hello there, welcome back to a brand new video where today I'm very excited because this is a video which you guys, yes, many of you guys have been requesting this video from myself, and that is the Rugby 18 review. Now, the reason why it's taking me so long and the reason why I'm posting the video today on the 17th of December 2017 is tomorrow on the 18th, we get the biggest update we've seen from Rugby 18, which is the December patch update. And make sure you subscribe to the channel, check out the channel tomorrow, because I will be posting the release dates. Matt, what are you trying to say? The release dates? The release notes for Rugby 18. It's quite a big patch update. I did do a video probably a few weeks ago talking about the patch, but the guys over at Rugby 18, Big Ben, have officially announced what is coming out. So I will be posting a video tomorrow talking about the patch update, which I'm very excited. I'm very excited for the side view camera, which we've seen and loved from Rugby 15. However, you guys have been saying, Matt, when will you ever post a Rugby 18 review video? Because I posted probably a good maybe 20 plus videos on Rugby 18. One video has like over 60,000 views, which is crazy. It's honestly, I'm like, what? Like 60,000 views? So thank you so much for the support. I've literally came back from New York and I wanted to post a Rugby 18 review video before the patch update. So this video is talking about Rugby 18 before the December patch, giving you guys like what I think about it. So like gameplay, set pieces, kicking, game modes, teams, release date, current reviews on the internet and all that kind of stuff. So it should be quite an interesting video. And before we do head into it, just like to say a massive thank you for all the support, and especially over last week. You know, as you guys know, that I was in New York and I brought my MacBook and I was posting videos, hence why videos were probably going live around maybe 12 o'clock UK time, because I was posting them very early New York time, and obviously New York and London, or New York and England, was about 5 hour difference. So sometimes I was posting them at 7 AM, sometimes I was posting them really late at night. So thank you for the support. You guys honestly have been incredible. I think we're about to hit 3,700 subscribers, which is like, really, like, you guys just, like, honestly, thank you so much if you watch any of my videos, especially the Rugby 18 videos. They seem to be doing really well. And today, as you guys know, Saracens played Clermont. Saracens are in a kind of a bad place. Well, not really a bad place, but Saracens are on a 6th losing streak. I think it's 6. We lost against Clermont today. We had a very good game against, I think it was like 21-23 or something, but I'm just hoping we can qualify at the group stages of the Championship Cup. But anyway, let's talk about Rugby 18 and just give you guys a quick general overview because Amazon, right, check this out before we actually get into the video. Amazon.co.uk, if you search Rugby 18 on their website, guess what the review is? 1.5 star. Like, I don't think I've ever seen a game with 1.5 star. I don't think it really deserves that. I think with this update, it's going to be awesome. But at 1.5 star, it's kind of a bit strict. And if you remember, the game came out a few months ago. There was 2 release dates. There was a release date for October, which was the original release date of the 27th of October. And then there was a release date for the 3rd of November. So the guys over at Big Ben was like, well, hey, let's try and make some more money and give an exclusive DLC to the guys who pay a little bit more money and the Day 1 edition. So the Day 1 edition, which I got, was the 27th of October, and you can only actually download it or purchase it from the PlayStation Store, the Xbox Live Store, as well as Steam. And then for everyone else, it was on the 3rd of November we got a physical copy. And that physical copy, I did do a giveaway video. And a shout out to the guy who I gave it to. He said he's very happy with it. And it's awesome to do giveaways. But no, Amazon. I think I bought my game for £45 and the physical copy was £40. And it's now worth £23.49 on Amazon. Which, yeah, maybe wait a few months. Probably, if you want to get it for Christmas, definitely, especially with the update coming out. But no, this update is going to be pretty interesting. Hopefully you enjoy the update, which is coming out tomorrow. Like I said, I will be doing a video tomorrow, but hopefully you enjoy my review. I'm going to give my review from my... Basically, I've been playing the game quite a bit, right? You've seen all my videos, And there'll be a playlist down below to my Rugby 18 playlist. You can check out all videos so far. But I'm just going to give my general feedback about the game. So if you do enjoy today's video, then be sure to a massive thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new. Comment down below your thoughts regarding Rugby 18. The videos are doing really well, so thank you for the support. I don't know if that means that you guys enjoy watching. And maybe you don't have the game, but you enjoy watching. You don't really want to spend the money because the game's not that great, but you enjoy the comedy side of things. I don't know. Let me know in the comments down below what do you prefer and what do you want to see from me in the future. Do you want to see more League? Career mode? I'm excited for career mode. I'm hoping the patch update does fix career mode. And I think a lot of you guys want to see more kickoff. So like general teams. So if you do have a specific team you want me to play with, let me know in the comments down below. But anyway, let's talk about Rugby 18 and give my, a pretty honest detail. When I say pretty honest, like, I'm going to give you my honest, I'm not being paid or anything. So it's like my general honest review. And yeah, it should be pretty good. So gameplay. So the first thing to talk about, and is very noticeable if you have played Rugby 15, is the end-to-end camera. So in the patch update tomorrow, as of on the 18th of December, there is a side camera. I'm very intrigued to find that out. But playing Rugby 15 to Rugby 18, Rugby 15 had the option of a end-to-end and a side-to-side camera. I play on the side-to-side camera because I'm used to playing like FIFA and most games side. I enjoy playing side-to-side. This is my personal preference. End-to-end camera was a little bit different. Now, it's good. I mean, it's interesting and I've got used to it, but I'm very excited for side-to-side. So end-to-end camera is something to get used to, but I'm guessing if you're going to play or watch this video after the 18th of December, then you have both options. Right, you have both options, which is very exciting. So my overall opinion regarding the end-to-end camera, it's good, it's easy to see, you can zoom in, zoom out. It's just, I think it's all down to preference, but like I said, when the patch update comes out, you can be side-to-side, end-to-end, whichever you want to choose. Now, moving on to rucks. Now, you guys know how much I love rucks, and the patch update is actually fixing this, which is very good. But before the big patch update, rucks, it's kind of, I don't know, it's very 50-50. So in real life, right, in rugby, whenever a guy goes down, he turns over the ball, he's always most of the time, he's turning and giving the ball to his teammates. So therefore, the opposing team, the attacking team, should be winning the ruck probably 75% of the time. Not always the case, but if you watch rugby or whatever, or if you're not really into rugby, but if you see a guy go down and tackle, most of the time, the people who are rucking over win the ball. In this game, it's so 50-50. I mean, if you, like, we played career mode, right, and we started off in the lowest division with terrible teammates, like 50 or 40 rated players. Those guys couldn't even ruck to save their lives. It was terrible. I lost every ruck. You win every so often. Now, when I was playing, there's the British and Irish Lions, the number one, I think it's the number, they are, right? The number one rated team in the game. It's very easy with rucks, but it's still, like, in the training sessions, you go, the guy gets tackled, right? You go over the ball, you meant to press circle to add a player, and then you press the right analog stick. Where's the controller? Here we go. So you meant to press circle, so you meant to tap circle to add a player in. Move the right analog stick up to apply pressure. It doesn't always work. So basically, whenever I see a ruck, I just press circle, spam for the best, and hope for the best. But apparently in the patch update coming out tomorrow, the attacking team are more likely to win rucks as they do in real life, which is very interesting. And especially with the rucks, it's like, rucks are a game changer, right? It's all about winning possession. And if you're going for a tackle, you want to just keep applying pressure. But if you're going to get tackled and lose the ball, it's just like, you might as well just kick it out of touch. Like, Now, moving away from rucks, we're talking about tackling. Now, tackling in the game, it has, I would say, has been improved from Rugby 15. It's a little bit different. You press circle to tackle, and it's interesting. Sometimes, players break from tackles. It's quite realistic. I think tackles in the game is pretty good. I think to improve it, maybe, I don't know, tackles are good, but for some reason, the fouls in the game, so let's talk about fouls as well. I see a lot of high challenges that the opposing team, so the opposition, always seem to give me a penalty because they do like a high challenge or a jump challenge, or a drop challenge. So like I call it a drop challenge, where the guy picks the guy up and then just drops him without. Basically, the rule in rugby is if you pick someone up and tackle him, you got to drop them down. Well, not drop. You got to place them down safely. If you just drop them, then they are in danger of hurting themselves, so therefore the opposing team or the person who tackled them does get a penalty against them and a yellow card. Normally also there's a red card depending on the attitude and how fun or of a great day the ref is happening. But most time in Rugby 18, whenever the opposing team tackle me, I always seem to get a penalty from a dangerous play. So tackles from my side are pretty good. Tackles from the opposing team, they always seem to give me dangerous play. They give me yellow cards and they give me penalties, which is very exciting. But I think they are addressing that in the patch. So tackles and rucks are pretty good. Rucks, I mean, they're okay, but I'm very excited for the patch to fix them. So if you have played Rugby 18, you probably understand, but it's very frustrating with the rucks. Tackling is pretty good. The opposing team love to give away penalties. Now, moving on to running. Now, a lot of people were like, why is a prop who weighs 18 stone can run as fast as my winger who is probably like 12 stone and is slimmer and is built for running, whereas a prop is a built guy for, hitting, going into those scrums, going into those rucks, those mauls, big powerhouse, a lot stronger guys. Running in the game currently before this patch update is kind of a bit weird. Like, I will have like Jamie George sprinting like Usain Bolt. Hussein? Is it Usain Bolt? Is it Hussein? No, it's not Hussein. Who is it? It's, you guys didn't see that, but I quickly did a Google search. It is, I was saying Hussein with a H. It's actually Usain Bolt. Yeah, that's what I meant to say. You're one of the fastest runners in the world. And yeah, so apparently they are addressing that. So bearing in mind if you're playing the game currently right now, running, some players run really fast. Our winger, who has like 95 stats, will say run the same pace as a prop or a hooker, which is very, very interesting. Now, moving on to set pieces, which for me is dramatically improved from Rugby 15. So lineouts at the moment is kind of like, so if I'm throwing the ball in, so it's my lineout and I throw the ball in, you have the option of a 3, 5 or 7-man lineout. Sometimes I don't get the option to do that. It's kind of bizarre. I think that hopefully that does get fixed in the next patch update. But if you choose like a 3 or a 5 or a 7, you can pass it, you can go for a maul, you can just go for a sprint. And every so often, sometimes you got to spam a few buttons to win the ball. So lineouts are pretty good. However, when I'm trying to defend them, it's a little bit, maybe it's just me, maybe I'm a little bit clumsy, but trying to defend a lineout, I can't really do it. It's like you just select the position, you press jump and hope for the best. But overall, lineouts have improved and I really enjoy lineouts. Now, scrums. I love scrums in Rugby 18. Scrums is, it's very easy. And I think that's why. So you have like 2 guys on a scrum, and then you obviously have a bar at the end. And then you have this little like circle which you follow with your analog stick. And you move the circle around. If you hit the circle, your players move forward. And you've got to keep, following the circle. If you don't follow the circle, the opposing team will push you, and therefore you'll lose territory. But most of the time, I win the scrums, and I can win opposing scrums as well. So overall, set pieces in the game like lineouts and scrums are very good. Now moving on to kicking. Now kicking has changed quite a bit in Rugby 18. So general kick. So when I talk about general kicks, like punts, grubber kicks, box kicks. Box kicks are very good. It's very easy to do. Trying to do a punt. Now, it takes forever to kick the ball. Now, I've already seen the update, which is coming out tomorrow. They have addressed this in terms of it is faster, because the amount of times I want to give a big boost, I get tackled. Where, it's like, I get the ball, to me, number 10, and I kick up, and I get tackled, or it gets, what's the word? Pressured, not pressured, intercepted, probably, I don't know. You guys know what I'm on about, right? And, to be honest, kicks in the game are pretty slow, but they have addressed it in the patch update. So, kicks are okay in terms of general kicks, like grubber kicks are cool, punting sometimes works, but for me, the kicks which are very efficient at the moment are grubber kicks as well as box kicks. But normal punt kicks take far too long, and they're not really worth it at the moment, but after the patch update, apparently they will be, which is very, very cool. Now, moving on to penalties and conversions, pretty much the same gameplay, the same aspect, is a little bit different. So in Rugby 15, it was very easy to sort of say, hey, I want this amount of pressure, blah, blah, blah. In this game, the second you move the right analog stick, that is your position. You cannot change it back. The only way you can change direction is, I think it's pressing R2, I believe, where you can change if you want some curls. So if the posts are in front of you, you basically go on your analog stick, and you basically just go, let me try and do it, and go up. if I move to the right, you'll see the line go left or right, and you can't change that back. So if you want to change it slightly, you got to press. Sorry about that, guys. I have a little bit of a cough. I've been talking for a long time. I know I've been rambling on, but it is a detailed review. And probably my voice was like, Matt, I'm getting tired of you. And I'm like, you guys are as well. But the video will be ending soon, hopefully. But no, returning to kicking, it's interesting. Not everyone likes it, but it is a cool factor that you can like curl it and bits and bobs. So overall, kicking is fun, but you just got to get used to the new like gameplay dynamics and just get used to it. Really, it's all about practice. Practice makes perfect. Now moving on to game modes. So I'm not going to speak about every game mode. I'm only really going to speak about the game modes which have actually had a decent amount of game time in. So the first game mode we're going to be talking about is kickoff. Now kickoff is very good and fun to play. You get to play with different teams. It's basically the same gameplay across all game modes. Obviously different game modes do different things. But kickoff is fun. Obviously, what I spoke about before this, like like your tackles, your rucks, your running, that all still occurs. But talking about the general game mode of things, in terms of selecting your teams, the stadiums, etc., it's all good. Kickoff is a great game mode just to get experience and have a bit of fun. Now, League is similar to Kickoff, right? So you have 4 leagues to choose. You have Aviva Premiership, Pro 14, Top 14, and Pro Division 2. League is fun. Yeah, I mean, you just basically play multiple kickoff matches, and then you go to a qualification to try and win the league. So, for example, in the Aviva Premiership, the top 4 teams qualify. The first team plays 4th, second plays 3rd. Whoever wins their match proceeds to the final, and you win the Aviva Premiership. So League overall is pretty good. Now the game mode, which I would probably not touch at the moment until the patch update, and hopefully the patch update, like I've seen some of the notes that it doesn't really seem to address this, so career mode might still be glitched. I will find out. But career mode is very glitched. So each season your players don't save. Sometimes they do, but for example, I would buy like Owen Farrell for my team, and the next season he's no longer there, but the money still goes down. So the game thinks I have him, and I can't go on the transfer and buy him because apparently the transfer market thinks I have him. My bank account thinks I have him, but the squad doesn't. I get a completely different squad every time. And eventually, if you guys have watched my career mode series, what's happening with my hair? I don't even know. I'm just touching my hair. Anyway, ignore me. Career mode, if you guys have been watching my series, we got bankrupt and we ended the series there, and yeah, we might continue the series or do a brand new series once the patch update is live. But like I said, there will be a link down below to the playlist where you can see all my Rugby 18 videos so far, from like kickoff gameplay, kickoff, I just said kickoff, man. Kickoff, league, and career mode. So career mode I wouldn't touch at the moment, but it is quite fun if you want to be frustrated. So yeah, definitely choose kickoff or league. Career mode if you want to have fun and get stressed out and maybe get bankrupt, then choose career mode. But overall, kickoff and league are my favourite game modes. I think there is a My Squad game mode which you can use your points. You can actually get points in Rugby 18 which you complete challenges, and you can complete bits and bobs in terms of like questionnaires, like who won the Six Nations 2004. You choose an answer, and there's like 1-star questions, 2-star questions, and 3-star questions, and those are pretty cool. I like that intervention and all that kind of stuff. But no, career mode I would definitely avoid. League and kickoff are really fun. Now finally, we've got the last few things. Guys, you're like, oh my days, what else has Matt got to say? Well, we're talking about teams and stadiums. So, teams and stadiums. Now, if you've been watching any of the videos, you probably already know my answer here, but teams. So, teams is a very good selection of licensed teams. However, for some reason, not every team has a home and an away kit. So, one team will just have a home kit, and if you select away, it makes no difference. It still selects the home kit. And I don't know if this is improving in the patch update. I think in the patch update, they're bringing out, 3 unofficial teams. But all the teams so far are licensed and are good. I enjoy the teams. They're very good indeed. It's just the home and away kit situation. Just if they only have a home kit, or you're only allowed to show the home kit, don't give me an option to say away. Or even if you can't be away, have an unlicensed away kit and just change the colour to something else. Because some teams have home and away kits, some teams don't have home and away kits, but in real life they do have a home and away kit, but in the game they just show the home kit, and it's kind of like, Really, game? Now, the next thing is stadiums. Now, the stadiums look very nice. I love the design and everything else. However, if anyone from Big Ben or Rugby 18 is watching this video, stadium. Even I could have done a better job naming stadiums than Stadium 1, Stadium 2, Stadium 3. Yeah, I think there's six or I think there's 8 stadiums, I think. 6, 7, 8 stadiums. There's a decent amount of stadiums to choose from. But they all name from Stadium 1 to Stadium 8. So it's like Stadium 1, Stadium 2. And it's like, it would have been nice if they, even if they couldn't have like Allianz Park or Twickenham or something like that, they could just make up names. Like this could be like the Bromley Park, or this could be the Keyboard Park, or I don't know, like Sunnydale Park, or just, I don't know, the Rugby 18 Fantasy State. I don't have a name which is more, I don't know, fair enough. Call it Stadium 1 in the API code in your coding, but as a label for a viewer, I would like to see, you know, I don't know, the Green Park, or Red Park, or the Red Stadium, the Blue, like, even a colour, like, change Stadium 1 to, like, I don't know, Stadium Blue. That would be better than having just Stadium 1, Stadium 2. So hopefully, maybe one day they will update that. But that's my thing. I know it's not a big deal, but come on, guys, come on. Now, finally, I'm going to give you my overall review out of 5. So out of 5 stars, because like I said earlier, Amazon, according to people on Amazon, have given this game a 1.5 stars, which is kind of low. With the current patch, so we've had one patch, which was the day 1 patch, and so this is my review before December patch, and like I said, I've been playing the game ever since the 27th of October, when multiple videos uploaded to the channel. I would give this game, at the moment, with the gameplay, the game modes, the team stadiums, I would give this game a solid 3 out of 5. Now you might be like, Matt, that's a high rating or that's a low rating. 3 out of 5. Now the reason why it's a 3 out of 5, give you a very quick overview. So I know some of you are like, Matt, I need to go to bed, or Matt, you're boring me, or Matt, can you just hurry up and end the video? Because, you know, I have been talking for quite a long time. So, 3 out of 5, why haven't I given up, why have I given, what are you trying to say about, why have I given this game a 3 out of 5? So, gameplay has improved from Rugby 15. I think the game is great. I think, you know, the improvements we like to see is like rucks, tackles, and running. If they can improve that, or mainly rucks, that'd be amazing. Set pieces are really, really good, like the lineouts and scrums. Teams, the licensed teams, it's phenomenal. Stadiums are good, just wish the names were changed. Game modes are very, very good. The only game mode which I find kind of annoying is career mode, but once career mode has been fixed, I think this game is definitely going to be like a 4-star game. Teams and stadiums, I've already mentioned that. I mean, that's pretty good, you know, bits and bobs. I mean, it's a 3 out of 5. I think it's a very good rating. To make it a 5 out of 5, not every, I don't, you can't really give a game 5 out of 5, because a game which is 5 out of 5 would be a different rating from every person as an overall rating, because if someone says it's 5 out of 5, that means it's perfect. Not every game, I don't think there's ever been a game which is perfect, but everyone has their own preference. Like, some person might say Rugby 18 to them is the best game ever. Some people might be like, on Amazon, might think it's the worst game ever. So it's all down to preference. But to make this game higher than 3 stars, I think, you know, better rucks. I think if you can change the stadium names to actually have a name. I think if career mode was fixed, I think overall the game would be amazing. Oh, one last thing. One I did forget. The opposing team love to kick the ball. The opposing team love to kick the ball every so often. It's rather annoying, and hopefully if they can reduce that, that'd be good. But overall, me giving the game a 3 out of 5 rating. I think that's a good rating. I honestly think that's a good rating. Some people might disagree, some people might agree, some people might think I'm a little bit biased and maybe we should give it a higher rating. But what are your thoughts? Leave me a comment down below in terms of what rating you have. And if you leave a rating, that means I know you've actually stayed to the end of the video, because if you have, then you definitely deserve a gold star for staying this long. But anyway, that is my Rugby 18 review. It's going to be quite a long video to edit. So if you have enjoyed today's video, then be sure to a massive thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new, comment down below your thoughts regarding this. It's been pretty cool. And what are your thoughts, by the way, regarding like me doing a commentary with a webcam? So normally I just record the audio and you see gameplay, but this time you're going to have like gameplay with a webcam and bits and bobs. Let me know your thoughts down below. But anyway, have a wonderful day, guys. And as always, see you guys in my next video. Adios, chaps. Boom.